Routines are like your daily habits, the things you do regularly. And guess what? They're a big deal when it comes to being successful and feeling good about yourself.
Hello there again. Welcome to our channel where we tackle about the importance of building a successful routine.
We all have goals and aspirations, whether they're related to our careers, our health, our relationships, or personal growth. And while these goals may vary widely from person to person, the path to achieving them is often paved with the same fundamental principles: consistency and discipline. You see, success isn't just about having big dreams or lofty ambitions. It's about the daily grind, the small, seemingly insignificant actions that we take consistently over time that ultimately lead to meaningful progress and transformation. Building successful routines and habits is like constructing a sturdy building. It requires a solid foundation, meticulous planning, and unwavering commitment. But just like a building, if our routines and habits are weak or poorly constructed, they're bound to crumble under the weight of our ambitions. Consistency is the cornerstone of success. It's the relentless commitment to showing up day in and day out, even when we don't feel like it. It's about doing the work, even when it's hard, uncomfortable, or inconvenient, because it's not the big, flashy actions that define us. It's the small, consistent habits that we cultivate over time that shape our destiny. But consistency alone isn't enough. We also need discipline, the ability to stay focused and stay the course, even in the face of distractions, temptations, and setbacks. Discipline is what separates the dreamers from the doers, the talkers from the achievers. It's what enables you to persevere in the face of adversity and overcome the inevitable challenges that we encounter along the way. So how do we cultivate consistency and discipline in our lives? It starts with setting clear, actionable goals and breaking them down into manageable tasks. It means creating a roadmap for success, a daily, weekly, and monthly plan of action that keeps us focused and on track. But perhaps most importantly, it requires a mindset shift, a willingness to embrace discomfort and uncertainty, and to lean into the challenges rather than shying away from them. Because it's often in the moments of struggle that we experience the most growth and transformation. So I urge you all to commit yourselves wholeheartedly to building successful routines and habits, and to embodying the principles of consistency and discipline in everything that you do. Remember, success is not a destination. It's a journey, and it's the daily choices that we make that ultimately determine our fate. If you want to be successful, follow these steps and build your own routine to success. Remember, being rich and successful doesn't just happen overnight. You have to embody it. You have to consistently show up and act like the highest version of you would do every day. First up, create your ideal routine. Imagine what the highest version of you is doing every day, and slowly build up that routine. Now, in order for you to actually do it, write it in your notes as a list you have to check. For me personally, I write it on my reminders and display it on my home screen. So I will see it every day. I put it as a step-by-step, so I would not get lost. With these, get to see what I got to do after one another. Because of this, I made sure that there is no time being wasted, and I am being productive throughout the day. Don't forget to check your list after you are done with a task, as it helps you release a dopamine, a feel-good hormone, as you completed a task, and it will motivate you to do the next task again. Now, reminder, do not rely solely on motivation, as the key to doing all of these is discipline and not just motivation. Another tip for building up a routine is set a timer for every task. For example, part of your routine or task to do is reading a book. Set a 30 minutes 1 hour timer goal for you to read book, and within that time frame, avoid any distractions, silent your notifications, turn off your phone, and just focus on what you are doing. After completing a task, give yourself a 5-minute break, or set a minute's break for every task accomplished, as this will help you to not exaggerate yourself so much. Aside from those little, set out an at least 1 hour break for every day, and within that time you will do everything you want, whether that's scrolling through your phone, watching a movie, or just chilling. This will really soothe and refresh your brain after doing things. It will also helps you focus more and not feel too burnout for your next task. Take note that routines are different for every people, as it can also depends on your schedule. Just don't forget to include you having a class or works in your to-do list and you going home or going to somewhere. Include these things in your to-do list in order. From the time you wake up, to-do list until the night you will sleep. This will make out most of your day being productive, without you even realizing it that you have completed the things you are supposed to do and things you want to do. And the joy you will feel after completing all these tasks just feel very amazing. And routines can't just be one. If you are following just one routine every day, trying to do it consistently every single day, you are setting yourself up to failure. Because not every day you are feeling well, your mood can be different every day. Imagine your mood is like the weather. Some days it's sunny and bright, and you feel like you can conquer the world. Other days it's cloudy and gloomy, and just getting out of bed feels like a monumental task. Now, if you only had one outfit for all types of weather, you'd either be sweating buckets in the scorching sun or freezing in the pouring rain. Right? Well, it's the same with routines. If you're trying to follow the same routine every day, regardless of how you're feeling, it's like trying to wear that same outfit no matter what the weather is doing. It just doesn't work. Some days, you might have tons of energy and motivation, so tackling your biggest tasks first thing in the morning makes sense. But other days, you might wake up feeling tired and sluggish, and pushing yourself to stick to that same routine is only going to leave you feeling frustrated and burnt out. That's why it's important to have multiple routines in your arsenal, tailored to different moods and energy levels. Think of it like having a wardrobe full of outfits for every occasion. On days when you're feeling pumped up and ready to go, you can bust out your power suit routine and tackle your most challenging tasks head on. But on those days when you're feeling a bit more laid back, maybe your cozy sweater routine is more appropriate, focusing on self-care and relaxation. The key is to listen to your body and your emotions and adjust your routine accordingly. It's not about being rigid or sticking to a strict schedule no matter what. It's about being flexible and adaptable so that you can make the most of every day, no matter how you're feeling. So remember, just like you wouldn't wear shorts in the snow or a parka in the desert, don't try to force yourself into the same routine every day. Embrace the ever-changing nature of your moods and build routines that support and nourish you no matter what the weather forecast looks like. Just put in mind to set a routine that you can always get back in to track a habit and doings that is going to get where you want to be.